So we had a reprieve on our hyperinflation, but this month it starts to return. It's 0.1%. But you got to remember, the only reason we have a relatively low inflation right now is because of gas prices, and you got to remember what's causing gas prices to fall. We're selling off our strategic oil reserves. It's kind of like if you have a tight budget, you're going bankrupt, and you need to lose some weight anyway. So you go on a strict diet. You're losing 10 pounds a month, and because you're spending so much less on food, all of a sudden your budget is barely balanced again. Well, you're not going to balance your budget as soon as you reach your weight loss goals, especially if you're going on such a high rate, right? And unfortunately, the U.S. is losing a lot of weight in their oil reserves. That's the best analogy I can think of, because I actually lived it to some extent this past year, the weight loss and having it improve my finances, that is. Anyways, I'm going to sing a song about the blame on the inflation. You can turn on the printing press and you just can't stop. You can raise interest rates, but the economy just might tank. You can give all the stimulus in the world, but there's no shit to buy. You can say, let's go Brandon, but you show up to vote for him anyway. And you want a better life in the post-COVID world. But there's no trucks or shipping containers. No one ever is to blame. You can laugh at Zimbabwe, but you follow in their footsteps. You don't support Russia, but you fight the Mexicans. Some break the rules and cheat at the polls. And so we ought to recount the 2020 votes all again. And you want a better life in the post-COVID world. But there's no trucks or shipping containers. No one ever is to blame. You can see the freedom, but you can't reach it. It's the last mortgage payment, but your rates have just gone up. Doctor cured you of COVID, but you have new pains. Bank accounts in the trillions, but it won't buy anything at all. And you want a better life in a post-COVID world. But there's no trucks or shipping containers. And no one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. No one ever is to blame. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.